What's good, y'all? This your boy Shatek, the producer. We're on the Beatsonfilm network. We call this one Conversations on Film. We have our co-hosts here, Jasmine and Rick. You got a friend, and they dated this individual, right? And then they broke up, or they just stopped messing with them. Either way, they wasn't dating, they wasn't in a relationship, but they just used to mess around. Is it okay for you now to mess around with this friend?
No.
Whoa, that was fast. Why not?
Anybody my friends talk to is off limits. I don't care what the situation is. I couldn't even look at. Once I know she went for him, or they talked, or they got it in, it's an absolute no.
I don't agree 100%, and I'm only gonna say that only based on. I told you that I've been with my significant other since I was 17. My significant other used to date one of my friends.
Wow.
And he's not with nobody that long, and me and her have been together all that time. If I ever look, and I could give you a flip side.
Hold on, wait. You're not just gonna go past
right.
Like, all right, so she used to date one of your friends.
Yeah.
And you basically waited for her to stop dating him so you can get her.
Somewhat.
That's the Aquarius shit. I'm sorry. That's shit that we do. Just like it was someone I used to I used to have a homeboy, and he introduced me to this girl, and then once they stopped,
Yeah. And that's been my relationship. And I'll give you a flip side to that shot. The same homeboy before he used to date my significant other, he was dating a chick and she was trying to mess with me, and I said no. Because that was my homeboy.
Yeah, that's the type of thing we kind of do. Like, if you come at me, it's different. But if it ain't...
So the second time, it was like, nah, I gotta go get mine.
So his girl that he was talking to before, wanted to talk to me, and I said no. Right, completely. Like, she really threw herself at me, and I said, no, that's my homeboy. But then he was dating my significant other, and the one she became available, we was rocking, and we be rocking ever since. So I won't say no, and because I think there's no limits on emotion. What they were doing versus what we're doing is completely different. Like, we got real feelings. What y'all was doing, y'all was playing house over there.
You don't know what they had, nigga.
Me and my homegirl not about to go to brunch, and now we staring eye to eye, wondering did he give her the same joystick he giving me? No, we not doing that.
No, now we gonna rewind all the way to where you're at right now, right? With your kids and your baby daddy and your copacetic relationship, and now this dude is dating you. Y'all sitting at the same table and you're thinking this dude used to bang my chick. Now I'm here with this nigga sitting across.
Well,
you had a threesome at the table.
Word. No. Like figuratively, right? Figuratively, because guess what? They both hit that.
Exactly. And
but he's allowed. Yeah. He's allowed to bring a woman around, but because that's just. We have a family vibe.
That's an orgy.
Or homeboy at the table, like, I done hit her and her. Oh, shit. I'm just saying. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I really feel in a situation where, that might have been your friend's girl, as long as they not still involved.
Yeah, so all right. So it's not off limits for you.
Nah.
All right, and you could take someone serious after somebody dated them.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I exhibit that my whole fucking life. I had kids with this chick and everything. You know what I'm saying? So, like,
you, Jasmine, you just can't do it.
It's a no. It's a no.
You couldn't even mess with them. Like, all right, let me just get a little something.
No,
something.
And the only time, because now y'all got me thinking. The only time that happened was I was in high school, but so my friend at the time, she liked him.
What's her name? I'm not gonna... Do she know about this shit?
Yeah, she knows. They liked each other, right? Well, she liked him. And when he exhibited that he liked me, we all went to church together. I called her because this was like my best friend, and I was like, yo, did you ever pursue the situation with him? She said no. I said, oh, has interest in me. Do you mind? So I already, and if she would have said no, that would have just been it. It would have been no. But she was like, oh, nah, girl, go ahead. Like, he ain't really my speed, whatever. So I started dating him. Something like that, yeah. But if I know my friend, because my friends are friends. I don't have any like biological sisters. So my homegirls are my sisters. If I knew you talked to him, no.
So what if she's not your friend like that? And it's like,
if she's an associate, I'm gonna do what I want to do.
Yeah. So they see this rule to this.
I got some crazy
because you never know. Like, and it's so funny because I wound up sitting at a table with this girl that messed with my ex before I even met him or whatever, and it was kind of like you felt like subs was being thrown, but I wasn't really sure.
It probably was, but then it's all how you get affected by subs, right? I mean,
subs don't bother me.
I think it's a level of maturity, to be honest. Like, if you done dealing with somebody, it shouldn't matter who they move on to if you're done.
Yeah, well, that's why me and my kids fault. That's why we can all sit, because once we ended, we ended. Yeah. We never jumped back into any. We don't even holding hands, no kissing. Once we broke up, that was the end of it. And like I said on the first episode, I need my kids to see their dad loved properly by a woman that he genuinely is hands on and in love with. Just like I need my children to see a man love me properly, as well. It's just healthy. So that's why we can all sit down together. So the only reason I would have a problem with it because it's my friend. Like, you ain't about to come between me and my friend. What you mean? It's chicks over dicks.
Oh, yeah?
It's bros before hoes.
Bros before hoes.
Chicks over dicks.
Dicks over dicks.
Dicks over dicks. All right. That's your mantra?
Yeah.
Yeah. Chicks over dicks.
Well, being that you said that, Rick, like, I see that's like I think a common thing. We Aquarius guys maybe just like, we always trying to like, what is it? Like, compete?
That's a man thing, period.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, for you to do that, like, perfect example, my wife today. So, I met her, whatever, but it was like a bunch of guys trying to court her at the same time, right? That I knew, but it's like, nah, fuck that. I'm gonna get that.
Yeah.
So
Ice. So I met my wife in high school, right? So clearly we wasn't married in high school, but I met her in high school, and she was the finest thing. She's still the finest thing, right? She was kind of what guys want, the pretty, long head, feminine, kept to herself. Not, she liked the street guy, but she's not a street chick. That kind of thing. And guys wanted her, right? But then I'm the dude, I'm seeing all these guys pursuing her, and I'm like, yeah, nah, these dudes ain't it. I'm it. You know what I'm saying? And I got to a point where you wanted to prove that but then once I started really getting involved with her, I knew I was going to be with her. I knew I was going to marry. I told her that when I was 17, 18 years old. So that was like locked in my head from then. But that's also part of the competitive nature, knowing that I'm seeing the end result way before anybody else even see the beginning.
I think that's something, I'm not going to go into the Aquarius thing, but I think that's kind of with men too. You know how when women say they knew from the first time they met them, they was going to sleep with them or something like that? I think with men, we know in a way that we're going to take a woman serious, or like, I remember when the first time I seen like my wife, right? I think she added me on MySpace. And that's how long ago, right? She added me on MySpace, and then I seen her, and
you was like, her favorites.
No, I'm trying to think. Was I on top 8? I don't know. And then I just said to myself,
aged.
I said to myself, that's gonna be my girlfriend, like jokingly, right?
Yeah.
Just seeing her picture. A few months down the line, I met her at a party.
Yeah.
Now this motherfucker my wife. Like, this is crazy. But I kind of said it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel the same way. I used to tell my girl, like, yo, listen, nobody's gonna love you like I'm gonna love you. I swear to God. And I was saying this.
Used to say that.
I was saying that.
Thank God, don't nobody love me like that. They're gonna love me because I be bald headed, child.
I was saying that at 17, 18, right? But as you say, you kind of see that, and you see the end result before they could see the beginning, and you lock that in, and I lock that in my mind to the point where, like, so she went away to college and she wasn't around me all the time. And if I even had anything going on in between that time, we came back to each other because I know that that's where I wanted to be. I don't care who was in between that. That's where I wanted to be, and that's where we end up being, because that was an intentional thing.
That's dope. I don't have a story like that. No. I met my boyfriend on the bus. I was lost.
Man.
And I was like, because he's a bus driver. I was like, does this bus go to so-and-so? And he swears I was trying to pick him up with that line.
You know you was.
But I was lost. I really did not know.
You was
nowhere.
No, I was on the bus to my father's house.
You was lost and he found you. He found you.
No, because I had started, that was this first day I had started a new job right before the pandemic. And the interview and the training, I drove. Mm-hmm. But the parking over where I was at was so bad. So at the time, I worked kind of, after my kids got out of school, I live right over here by the studio. And my dad would pick my kids up and take them to his house. I was like, oh, okay, his house is on my way home. But that day, because I'm used to taking I know how to take like the Q2. He lives in Queens Village. It was another bus. And I was like, does this bus go to so-and-so street? He swears that was like my pickup line.
How'd you get his number though?
Because he was like, oh, this bus will go wherever you want it to go. He was smooth. He was driving smooth. And he was like, could I give him my number? I don't know what compelled me to get this man my number when I got off the bus. I'm glad I did though. I've never had a love like this in my life. It's amazing. And then I wouldn't drive at all. After that, I would purposely take the bus because it just so happened like so our routes would go. I never would get a free ride because he was the second bus. But our routes would be together and I would catch him on his last route. So I would just ride the last route with him. And then I would make him take me and my kids home. Because the bus depot was right next to my dad's house. So, and it just worked out. It's like, that's my bestie. That's my bro.
Oh, I mean, listen, who's to write the story on how it's supposed to
happen,
right? It happens.
Absolutely.
And when it happens, you just got to recognize it.
Whoa, Shatek.